been reporting in, and I've decided I'm going to start dropping some knowledge bombs, some golden wisdom, some scientific-based bro science your way in every video. Because, listen, you're on this channel because maybe you like the intensity, right? Maybe you like the mindset, but maybe you want to learn a thing or two. I don't know. I mean, I got some advice. Like I said, science-based bro science. You follow me? And today's topic is going to be from a questioner from one of my patrons named Sam Schmall. And I answered this for him, but I want to bring it up again. I want to answer in a little more detail because I think it's an excellent question. His question was, "Oh, Rick Del B, do you consume alcohol? And what is your opinion on booze and the gain train, right? Booze and getting jacked, stack on the attack to get succulent and dense." And here's the thing. I don't really drink much anymore because it destroys me. I'm 32 now, so I can't really recover like I could in my young 20s. And I mean, the reason being is because basically, guys, it's not even so much of you feel lethargic, you're hungover the next few days, but you won't recover for your workouts as well. Booze is gonna slow down protein synthesis, right? It's gonna slow down the repair process. You're putting in these hours in the gym, and you're gonna get less bang for your buck. You understand? We used to have in college, we had to go to these mandatory seminars or whatever. People would talk about drinking and how it would affect your recovery and all that. And when you're, a freshman, sophomore, junior in college, you're like, oh, whatever. So I don't feel like, they would say like, oh, when you have this many drinks, it takes this long to recover. And it was like this insane, I don't even know, graphs. And it just, looking back, it sounded like BS. I'm still gonna call it BS. It's like, you won't recover from 6 drinks in 2 weeks to fully recover. And like, I don't know what biological point of view they're looking at, but maybe it's from this. Here is some science-based bro science. So there's an article. This is pure science-based right now. There's a PubMed journal, I believe it is, that shows that consuming alcohol right after lifting or a workout session actually increases free tests. That was one thing. So, I mean, you could look at that and, oh my God, a test boost. But here's why it did. It's actually because it negatively affected the androgen receptors in the muscle. So your androgen receptors weren't holding the testosterone. They weren't absorbing the testosterone, so there's more freely circulating in the blood. So sure, you're gonna have a little teensy spike in free tests, but it's not going to where you want it to go, right? It might just go to your hair follicles and those androgen receptors and just increase your hair shedding. It might just go to your prostate, you know what I mean? And the thing is, so there's also, I believe there's some stuff that shows that booze will increase the aromatase enzyme, aromatase activity. So now you got this, maybe you have a little more freely circulating test. It's not going to your androgen receptors in your muscle, and it's more likely to aromatize to estrogen. So you're not going to be getting the gains out of your own test, right? And you're going to aromatize more. Not to mention that I believe it's also been shown to to raise myostatin, which is gonna also hamper your gains, right? So it's looking pretty bad. You lift hard for the week, you're gonna have a few drinks. Now it's all correlated, right? I read some stuff that's like 6 drinks a week will greatly decrease performance the following day, whereas 3 drinks, a little bit, but not as much. So, but the thing is, when you're a young lad, right, and you want to go and have a good time and hang loose and all that, you don't have 3 drinks. Like, let's be honest. But that's the responsible thing to do. But I mean, come on, who does that? So, you know what I mean? Like, what are you having a couple of glasses of wine at dinner? That's just like that's not the case. So you're negatively you're gonna have worse performance in the gym following that. And like in my case, it lasts for like days until I feel back to normal. So my workouts are shot there. I can't, the way I train is trying to hit PRs one way or another, whether it's 1 reps or whether it's 20 reps or anything. Every day in the gym, I'm trying to improve. And that's just gonna be really difficult to do when my body's shot. But on top of that now, I raise my myostatin enzymes. Is that enzymes? Is that whatever? Aromatase enzymes. My androgen receptors in my muscles are not as responsive. And protein synthesis is slowed down. So it's like, how does alcohol affect getting jacked and stacked and absolutely succulent? Well, it's probably not going to make too much of a difference, right? Like you're not going to see a huge decrease in your physique or whatever in a week. But also, here's the thing too. It's a little nutritional science 101 basically. I believe so. Carbs and proteins are four I can't think, calories per gram, right? Each. Fast 9. I believe ethanol, I want to say 8. But the thing is, like, ethanol is like poison basically. So your body is gonna focus all its attention on metabolizing that before its other sources of energy. So basically, if you're having like a mixed drink, for instance, right, vodka and cranberry juice or something, you got all that ethanol and all that sugar. So now your body's gonna focus on burning up all the ethanol, so you're gonna be storing all that sugar and fat, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be harder to get lean, you're not gonna recover as well, and you're just not getting the most out of your workouts. You understand? So it's like priorities, though. I'm not saying that, like, if you wanna go out and have a good time, you wanna socialize, and that's a big priority, that's your priority. But if your priority is getting jacked and stacked on the intact to make some succulent, dense gains, then you're really just self-sabotaging in that regard. And like I said, maybe once a week or something it's not gonna make like noticeable change in your physique or anything, but you're just making it a lot harder for yourself to make progress. So that's the thing. So if you're asking like, how does alcohol correlate to it? There's a pretty strong correlation that it's gonna hamper your performance at the end of the day, basically. Now with that being said, guys, talking about androgen receptor density and whatever, responsiveness and all that, here's something that is of interest. Lifting heavy weights will improve that. Not to mention caffeine will improve that as well. Caffeine, yeah, that's right. So the little stick Rick has it all figured out here, guys, because on top of that, did you know that I think there's the most potent natural aromatase inhibitor in nature is, I think it's like called chrysin or something, CHRYSIN, and it's found in bee pollen and honey. Wow, in honey, honey. And then on top of that, garlic, obviously we all know the benefits of it, lowers inflammation, boosts cardiovascular health and all that, but on top of that, in rats, there was a study where with a high protein diet, they produce more testosterone, like more luteinizing hormone or something, with a combination of garlic and high protein diet. So listen, I'm not gonna say I didn't have it all figured out here, but you got garlic and honey. So garlic, test boost, honey, aromatase inhibitor, heavy weights, and lots of caffeine, androgen receptor density. I mean, guys, scientific based bro science. Like, I don't know, but that's just my 2 cents.